What 4 NES games belong on the console's all-time Mount Rushmore? Let's run through my official picks, keeping in mind this won't necessarily be my 4 personal favorite NES games. First up, there is no contest. Super Mario Bros. 3 absolutely earns its spot on this list. It improved on the platforming formula of the first game via things like adding in new abilities and a revolutionary world map system that provided various routes to take. Not to mention, the cover art looks just fantastic. This game's graphics and gameplay style hold up extremely well even today, and this is a no doubt deserving inclusion on the Nintendo Entertainment System's Mount Rushmore. Next up is Mega Man 2. This is another classic Nintendo platformer that also serves as a more action-y shooter game. Its soundtrack is widely praised as being one of the best of the generation, and similar with Super Mario Bros. 3, it really fine-tuned what worked in the original with tighter controls and an experience overall that just felt more satisfying. On top of that, it's also undeniable that Mega Man himself, as a franchise-leading character, likely only falls behind Mario when it comes to recognition and impact. Third on the list, even though there's not really an order here, we have The Legend of Zelda. This new story, world, and cast of characters over time turned out to be Nintendo's most popular narrative-driven franchise, and this initial entry truly pioneered in a new area of open-world style of games that hadn't really been seen before, at least not to this extent. The Legend of Zelda incorporated puzzles and dungeon exploration. The game really took you on this adventure that included some RPG elements and really drove home safe progression that many games at the time just hadn't utilized. Separately, shout out to the gamers that remember putting in passwords to continue your progression in retro games. And finally, in the last spot here, we have Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Here we have another sequel that refined the original's formula. This is another game that utilized branching paths, was full of rich story and lore, and had a killer soundtrack. Speaking of killer, you get a little bit of horror here, since your mission is really to stop Dracula. And the big contribution that this game brought was the idea of multiple playable characters. Once unlocked, you could swap out to use alternate abilities to best navigate through the current level. I had debated putting the first Castlevania here on this list, but this improved third entry wound up taking the last spot. So that's my NES games Mount Rushmore list. We have Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, Legend of Zelda, Mega Man 2, and Super Mario 3. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of my list of peak NES games, and share what your own Mount Rushmore list would look like. Subscribe if you want to see me do more lists like this in the future, and maybe I'll even continue this series for each console generation. Thanks.